He'll be joined alongside on that front row by Travis Wyman and Jake Lewis.
Then you got Hayden Schultz, Dominic Doyle, and James Spoley.
Row number 3, we got Cody Wyman along with Jason Waters, Andy DeBrino.
Hawk Mazzata, Corey Alexander, and Josh Baird.
Matthew Pataka, Cole King, Andrew White.
We got Derek Stoltler, Travis Carr, and Andrew Berkeley, row 6.
August Nord, Jeff Lane, and Derek De La Noche.
With Danny Dominguez, Rodney Vest, and Dylan Wall.
Bobby Betancourt, Joseph Katzenberg, and Sean Morse rounding out the field in 27.
The level of competition and just continues to rise each and every season. You see flags off of the grid. You're going to see the lights come up the upper left-hand side. Once those lights go out, it is time to race. Mission Super Hooligans underway at Daytona.
Corey West with a good start right there from pole position, going to put himself in a great spot down into turn 1, but his teammate Jake Lewis lets off the front brake and is going to lead him out of turn 1.
Jake Lewis has just been on the grind this offseason, trying to figure out what it's going to take to win this championship and take it away from his teammate, Corey West. They battled all last year, and now we got some new guys involved in this fight as well. James Spoley followed up, and Hayden Schultz and all the guys, so yeah.
See, Jake Lewis has got his head down on this first lap. He's going to try to break the pack right away if he can. It's going to be hard to do in this race, but I think might be trying to catch a couple guys sleeping on this first lap and see if he can get away.
We've seen Jake do it last year. I think we saw him do it at Mid-Ohio when he just kind of left everybody, but Kyle Wyman also back there. Travis Wyman back there in 3rd place, my old number 10, and I know Travis has got a lot to prove this weekend as well.
Well, he came out of the gate strong in that first practice and qualifying session. Travis, you said it, he has a lot to prove, but he was also carrying in the reset button. Everything that happened last year is now over.
Yeah, this is it. This is Daytona Race 1. For a lot of these guys, they need to get out of here with points. And, we're seeing everybody showing their cards for the first time this weekend. I know both the Harley teams have made some vast improvements as well.
Dominic Doyle, a little mistake there on the second part of the chicane. Misses that corner. Going to lose a couple spots, but not too many.
It is a 6-lap race. In terms of how hard these guys can push it, Roland, you've been down there on pit lane with them all weekend. How much will they have left in the tank at the end?
It's a short race, so you're not really talking tire conservation here. These guys are going to give it their all every single lap. And as Daytona always is, it's a game.
Than what we had last season. Not the case. We were able to break the track record here in Mission Super Hooligans with that Corey West pole time.
And I think that just shows you the way the class is just improving and the work that these guys have did, the teams this offseason.
173 miles an hour.
No fairing. High
That's
bars.
Incredible.
Elbows in the wind. Mad respect for these guys for being able to go around this banking for even 6 laps with no fairing at 173 mile an hour. That's incredible. He's even renting his trailer to the Arch guys. He's got his whole little area down there.
Now, he's one of those riders that is certainly invested in MotoAmerica and everything that is happening here. But how about Travis Wyman? Up into second.
Looking back in the field a bit, we got Dominic Doyle, number 25. I think he's our first non-Harley group, so he's doing a good job in 5th place as well, bringing the Yamaha to the back.
Unfortunately, the problem for Corey Alexander that we did see on that siding lap, he has not been able to make it out there. So not going to earn any points or get these valuable track time for that team, but a second race will happen tomorrow. Look forward to seeing them get it back together. But 2 laps to go here. Race number 1, and the battle up front continues between Corey West and Travis Wyman. The time chart an issue for Dominic. We go back up front as these 2 bikes come across the stripe. The white flag is out. It is 1 lap to go. We saw Corey West looking over his shoulder. Did he devise a plan, and is it going to work?
I want to be Travis right now. I don't want to be Corey.
Yeah, and I think for Corey right now, he's got to put the best first infield sector together that he ever has to try to make the break. If you're going to lead from the front, you want to get as big a gap as possible when you head out of turn 6 onto that banking.
Corey West spinning it up coming out of the International Horseshoe. He's giving it all he's got. Travis looking behind him, knowing he doesn't have anybody else to worry about at this point. I think James is a little far back. but Travis does have the opportunity here if he can come out of the infield, come out of turn 6, and get behind Corey West onto the banking.
These two have been 1-2 since that opening lap. And for Corey West, you can see that gap opening up just a little bit. You saw him look over his shoulder. He knows he's got just a hair more than what he had the last time he looked. But this is where the gap can close. If Travis Wyman can get close enough on the banking.
I mean, we got teammates here, so there shouldn't be any power discrepancy. These guys are probably running a very similar setup. Corey might have a little bit more beans just because you never know with bikes what you're going to get. I didn't see Travis make up too much time on Corey through that sector.
Travis got through the chicane much better this lap.
That might be the run he wants. That might be the run he wants, yes.
Once they drop down, he's going to start closing.
We haven't seen him come by Corey yet, but you really only need to do it one time. And this is when you want to do it.
He stayed patient. Is it going to be enough for Travis Wyman? And Corey West is going to take home the victory, able to hold off Travis Wyman. He did everything he could. He closed that gap there at the end, but ultimately it just wasn't enough. As we go back to the battle for 7th, this is between Andy DeBrino, Hayden Schultz. A couple laps ago, Hayden fell back after he cut the chicane.
What a finish. You know, I don't know what Corey did for his mechanics, but he must have done something extra special because they got some sauce into that thing.
Hayden Schultz was able to make that pass right there at the checkers, and he got that a second and a half quicker than the race pace of last season. That is just incredible.
Love you so much.
Love you too. Good job.
And Travis Wyman there in second. We'll see if he is able to work on that gearing overnight, maybe have a little bit more for that last lap. He set it up for 6 laps, and it just didn't pay out. But Baby Avery, now the top of the top step.
Is that the youngest person in Daytona Victory Lane ever?
It's one of the first babies that I've seen go up there for the first time without crying. Oh, look at that. Mom, Patricia. See the Saddleman team all there to celebrate their 1-2 finish.
It's a great day for Saddleman. Also, they had another bike, Jake Lewis, right there as well. So the Saddleman boys, Corey and Jake and everybody, even Travis mentioned, they had a big off season. They really worked hard on their bikes, and they came out and showed today.
As these 3 riders continue to celebrate race number 1 of this season, a reminder, race number 2 will come at you here from Daytona tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. We are going to step away, take a quick break, but when we come back, it is time for more racing.
I would say the 5th on back, those guys got a lot of work to do. Jason Waters, Hawk Mazzata, I think those guys are the ones that need to find the biggest jump. You see Cody Wyman there 4th. Hawk, great ride by him, was 6th. They had a great job with Hayden Schultz. Andy DeBrino, great to see him back. Jake Lewis, 9th with the problems he had, and Josh Beard.
Going back to 11th to 19th, we've got Matthew Pataka there, Andrew Way, Dylan Wall, Andrew Berkeley, Travis Carr making up your top 15.
August Nord, Sean Morris, Bobby Betancourt, and Jeff Lane.